Hello friends, welcome to our channel CBSC English, the Topper's Choice. In today's video, we are going to discuss class 10th 7th story from the supplementary reader, The Necklace. At the beginning, we'll talk about the author of this story. The author of this story is Guy de Maupassant. Once again, listen carefully the pronunciation of this author, Guy de Maupassant. Guy de Maupassant was born on 5th August 1850 and died on 6th July 1893. He was a 19th century French author remembered as a master of the short story form and as a representative of the naturalist school, who depicted human lives and destinies and social forces in disillusioned and often pessimistic terms. Many of his stories are set during the Franco-Prussian War of the 1870s, describing the futility of war and the innocent civilians. He wrote 300 short stories, 6 novels, 3 travel books, and 1 volume of verse. Theme of the story. One of the themes within the story, The Necklace, is the dichotomy of reality versus appearance. Madame Loisel is beautiful on the outside, but inside she is discontented with her less than wealthy lifestyle. Matilda is gripped by a greed that contrasts with her husband's kind generosity. She believes that material wealth will bring her joy, and her pride prevents her from admitting to Madame Forestier that she is not rich and that she has lost the necklace she borrowed. Because of her pride and obsession with wealth, Matilda loses 10 years of her life and spends all of her savings on replacing the necklace, only to find out that the original necklace was a fake to begin with, a falsely wealthy appearance, just like Madame Loisel herself. The story demonstrates the value of honesty. If Matilda had told truth to Madame Forestier, she would likely have been able to easily replace the necklace and enjoy the prosperity she wanted but never had. Introduction to this story. The Necklace, or The Diamond Necklace, is an 1884 short story by French writer Guy de Maupassant. It is known for its twist ending, that is, ironic ending, which was a hallmark of de Maupassant's style. The story was first published on 17th February 1884 in the French newspaper Le Gaulois. Look at the spelling and the pronunciation once again. The French newspaper Le Gaulois. The story revolves around an unhappy lady named Matilda. She is dissatisfied with her life as she wants a rich husband, but because she belongs to a family of clerks and her family is unable to give dowry, she is married to a clerk. One day, both the husband and wife are invited to a party at the minister's house. But Matilda does not have good costumes and jewels to wear at such a party. Her husband suggests her to buy a dress and ask an old friend for jewelry. She then borrows a necklace from her friend and goes to the party. What happens next proves to be a lesson for the unhappy lady. Now we'll discuss the summary of this story. Matilda Loisel has always imagined herself an aristocrat despite being born into a family of clerks, which she describes as an accident of fate. Her husband is a low-paid clerk who tries his best to make her happy but has little to give. Still, the young couple can afford the services of a maid. After much effort, he secures for them an invitation to a ball sponsored by the Ministry of Education. Madame Loisel refuses to go, for she has nothing to wear and wishes not to be embarrassed. Upset at her displeasure, Loisel gives her 400 francs, all the money he had been saving to go hunting with his friends, so she can buy a dress. Even after Madame Loisel does so, she is still unhappy because she has no jewels to wear with it. She spurns Loisel's idea of wearing fresh flowers instead, but takes his suggestion to borrow some jewelry from her friend Madame Jeannie Foresti. She borrows a diamond necklace as her only ornamentation. Madame Loisel enjoys herself at the ball, dancing with influential men and reveling in their admiration. Once she and Loisel return home, though she discovers that she has lost Jeannie's necklace. Unable to find it, or anyone who knows where it might have gone, they resign themselves to buying a replacement. At the Palais Royal shops, they find a similar necklace priced at 40,000 francs and bargain for it, eventually settling at 36,000. Loisel uses an inheritance from his father to cover half the cost and borrows the rest at high interest. Madame Loisel gives the necklace to Jeannie without mentioning the loss of the original, and Jeannie does not notice the difference. Mr. Loisel and Madame Loisel live in poverty for 10 years, with him taking on night work as a copier to earn extra money, and her sacrificing her beauty to do household chores on her own, while constantly bargaining with the clerks and vegetable sellers. They gave up their servant and have moved to a poor apartment up many stairs. After all, the loans are paid off. Madame Loisel encounters Jeannie on the Champs-Élysées. Look at the spelling once again. Though the spelling is Champselys, it is pronounced as Champs-Élysées. It is the very famous place in the capital of France country, Paris. So after all the loans are paid off, Madame Loisel encounters Jeannie on the Champs-Élysées. But Jeannie barely recognizes her due to her shabby clothing and unkempt appearance. Jeannie is also accompanied by her young daughter, of which little mention is made except by inference, as the Loisels have no children. Madame Loisel tells Jeannie about the loss and replacement of the necklace and of the hard times she has endured on Jeannie's account. She blames her former friend for the past miserable 10 years. Jeannie reveals that the necklace she lent to Madame Loisel had contained fake diamonds and was worth no more than 500 francs. Thus, the story tells us that one should not crave for luxuries. One must be satisfied and contented with what one has. Desires lead to unhappiness. Moreover, we should never hide the truth. Now we'll discuss the character sketches of this story. The main character of the story is Matilda. Matilda is a pretty young lady. She wanted to lead a rich and luxurious life, but she was born into a humble family and had to marry an ordinary man. She felt sad about her petty economic and social status. When Matilda got an invitation to a ball, she wanted to pretend as a rich woman. She gave in to vanity. She disregarded the advice of her good husband. She is a woman who sought the praise and admiration of others. She feels very happy when men appreciated her beauty and grace at the dance ball. Matilda is a woman lacking wisdom and prudence. Just to show off a day at the ball, she loses her borrowed necklace. This leads to enormous suffering for her and her husband for a number of years. She does not understand the importance of living within one's means. Second important character of the story is Mr. Loisel. Mr. Loisel is a simple man working as a clerk. He loves his wife and does everything to make her happy. He gets an invitation to a ball with his wife. When his wife wants a costly necklace, he suggests she should borrow a necklace from her rich friend Madame Forestier. When Matilda loses her necklace, he uses his hard-earned savings to buy a new necklace. He starts working very hard to repay the debt they had incurred. Mr. Loisel is ready to make an enormous sacrifice to maintain his family. He is a man who believes in living a life within one's means. Unfortunately, because he is lenient towards his wife, he has to undergo much suffering. Now we'll discuss the main points of this story. Matilda, that is Mrs. Loisel, was a beautiful young lady who was born in a family of clerks by some error of destiny. She felt that she was born for all delicacies and luxuries of the world. She had a rich friend, Madame Forestier, but did not like to visit her because she suffered so much in her ordinary existence. Matilda liked good food served in marvelous dishes, good frocks and jewels. One day, her husband gave her a printed card which was an invitation to a ball party. Instead of being happy, she threw away the card on the table. She thought that she didn't have a proper dress for the ball and didn't want to present her poverty-stricken image amid rich ladies. Mr. Loisel had to sacrifice his 400 francs for the dress which he had saved to buy a gun for hunting. The day of the ball came near, but Matilda put forward another demand and wanted to wear a necklace at the ball. Mr. Loisel suggested that she could borrow jewels from her rich friend Madame Forestier. Mrs. Forestier placed her box of jewels before Matilda to choose, and she chose a superb diamond necklace. On the day of the ball, Madame Loisel was a great success and looked very beautiful, elegant, and graceful. She attracted the attention of many men who wanted to be introduced to her. Returning from the party, she wanted to have a final view of herself in her glory in the mirror. Suddenly, she uttered a cry as the necklace was not around her neck. Mr. Loisel went out in the night in search of the lost necklace. He went to the police, cab offices, and put an advertisement in the papers. At the end of the week, they lost all hopes, and it was decided to buy a new necklace similar to the lost one. The similar diamond necklace that could replace the lost one valued 36,000 francs. Mr. Loisel had 18,000 francs but had to borrow the rest of the money. The new diamond necklace, which was exactly the same as the old one, was given to Madame Forestier. They had to work hard and lead a miserable life to pay off the debts. They sent away the maid and rented some rooms in the attic. Madame Loisel washed dishes, clothes, and lived like an ordinary woman. Mr. Loisel worked at some merchants in the evenings and did copying work at 5 sous a page. It took 10 years to pay off the debts completely, and the necklace had completely changed their lives. On the day when Madame Forestier met Madame Loisel, she couldn't recognize her because she had changed so badly. Madame Loisel told the whole story and also the fact that her necklace was responsible for their miserable condition. Madame Forestier was touched and said, "Oh, my poor Matilda, mine diamonds were false. They were not worth over 500 francs. So dear friends, if you have liked this video, please click on like, subscribe the channel and click on the bell icon to get more videos like this. Thank you very much for watching.